For all the best tips and strategies, check out the Ultimate Utility app. Links are available in the description. Surprisingly, Infinite Warfare received yet another patch today, and it was packed full of great additions to the game. So first and foremost, they implemented the Emblem editor. You simply go to Barracks, Emblem, and then over to Custom. There's 64 layers you can utilize, and the typical icons will be at your disposal. Now I myself wasn't a fan of many of the stock emblems available in this game, so it'll be a welcome addition to see what people can come up with. I know a lot of people are worried about the Nazi symbols and the willy wangs, but I'm sure we'll see some great works of art as well. I always find it remarkable the things people can come up with. The next addition in this patch was one quite a few people have been asking for: new Master Prestige ranks. They added a whopping 20 additional Prestige ranks, bringing the total up to 30. Unfortunately, unlike in the past few Call of Duty games, once you hit Prestige 10, you do not unlock everything permanently. Meaning that when you prestige to 11, you'll once again lose all unlocks, except for those you used a permanent unlock token on, of course. Now they do offer some decent rewards for progressing further. According to the patch notes, each new prestige ranks grant permanent bonuses. These bonuses include extra XP from challenges, which also includes the camo challenges, and by the way, this is the first bonus for prestiging to 11. Other bonuses include the ability for classic weapons to earn the deatomizer strike, extra starting ammo for classic weapons, and additional XP for using the MK2 weapons. In addition, each time you prestige past 10, you'll also receive new rank icons, emblems, and permanent unlock tokens. One other addition in this patch wasn't listed in the notes, and that's the 5th mission team, the Blood Anvil. Now you can tell it's been added to the game due to the fact that there are now Blood Anvil emblems, calling cards, and even the mission team camo. Unfortunately, no one knows how to unlock this yet. So while it's technically in the game, it may not be live yet. There's been a new feature added to the Quartermaster as well, but I have absolutely no idea what it is. On the PlayStation 4, you can see at the bottom it says to press triangle for a Quartermaster cipher. Upon doing so, a prompt will come up where you have to enter a 10-digit code. I tried quite a few sequences, but nothing worked. If you fail the code, a message pops up saying redemption failure, verify code is valid. Now I saw on Reddit that someone looked through the game files and posted what happens when a correct code is entered. The message simply reads, "Cipher was successful. Enjoy your spoils." And again, I have no idea what the spoils are or what the cipher is. I'm sure this could be used for a variety of things, maybe for in-game Easter eggs we have to find, or if they run some kind of contest where you have a limited time to enter a code they post on social media. It does sound promising, considering it is in the supply drop department. So we'll have to see what the spoils are later on. And lastly, one of the weapon perks got buffed. In fact, this was one of the worst weapon perks in the game. I'm referring to Readiness. This perk used to reload your gun faster when the magazine was completely empty. Now, however, the perk reads, reloads faster when mag is low. And this also still stacks with the dexterity perk. Before this change, I hardly ever got any benefit out of this perk. How often do you completely expend a magazine? Now it's at least somewhat useful. I'm going to show you a few examples here utilizing the epic EMC, the Avalanche. And this, by the way, is a perfect example of how the buff to this perk can truly shine. Again, prior to this change, the Avalanche pistol almost never was a recipient of this perk. The reason being, even without the fusion mag attachment, the Avalanche pistol restored ammo incredibly fast. So after you fired your first volley of 7 bullets, you would already have regenerated 1 bullet. Then, after your second pull of the trigger, you'd still have ammo left, meaning you'd have to fire off a 3rd shot before you'd fully expend your mag. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that it was almost impossible to get your magazine to completely empty due to these regenerative properties. So as you can see here, the naked Avalanche with no dexterity perk and not low on ammo reloads at a speed of 1.750 seconds. I should note that I stopped the timer as soon as the ammo registered, not when the actual animation stopped. Now when the pistol was low on ammo and the Readiness weapon perk kicked in, this time was reduced to 1.033 seconds, so approximately a 40% reduction in reload speed. The question I've seen posted a lot since this update is what exactly is the cutoff for quote low on ammo? And the answer is simple. If you see the word reload flash in the center of your screen, you're low on ammo. So for the Avalanche, for instance, as long as you're at 4 or less out of 14 bullets, the Readiness perk will kick in. The moment you hit 5 bullets and then the reload on the screen goes away, you'll go back to the normal reload speed. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this greatly benefits the Avalanche pistol. The gun only has 14 bullets, and it fires 7 bullets each pull of the trigger. By the time you shoot twice, you've already regenerated at least 1 bullet, even without the fusion mag attachment. So after 2 shots, you should always benefit from this weapon perk. If you're wondering about the stacking properties, with the Dexterity perk, the Avalanche reloads at a speed of 0.983 seconds. And when the Readiness weapon perk kicks in, it'll reduce this down to 0.700 seconds. It may not seem like it shaves off much time with the stacking effect, but the Dexterity perk's initial bonus is worth it alone. As far as I've seen so far, these are the most apparent changes from the patch. Of course, I'll be looking for some of those stealth nerfs and buffs that they like to throw in every update. If you found something I missed in this patch, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing all the custom emblems everyone makes. I, for one, am super excited to see who will be the first to make a dolphin riding a swastika made out of wieners.